Hi, my family, bamily. Welcome back to Daddy's house. It's your girl, J Daddy, and I have thoroughly missed you. I know it's been a while, but it hasn't been a year yet, so we can count that as progression. I have finally fully grasped and understand what it means when they say there's nothing to it but to do it. Me and the folks over at my Instagram have been balancing our root chakras, and I feel a little more stable and secure in my abilities to become a full-time YouTuber. So here we are. We're gonna do it. Look at us. We've vlogged the whole day long. I've gotten just about everything that I've done. And I plan on making this a daily or at least a every other day thing. I literally had a dream with Kanye West telling me to be more consistent on my YouTube. And in the dream, he said my name specifically. So I'm really taking that personal, you know? Today was our first day starting a new routine and getting into a new rhythm. So we'll get to see more of that as time goes on. But today, I'm just going to do a general reading of the message you most need to hear right now. Okay, hello, my lovies. It's been a minute, so we're just going to get reacquainted with a little tarot reading. Just a general message you most need to hear right now. We're going to see what the vibe is, what's the 411, what's going on, and then we'll take it from there. Like I said, I have been working on my root chakra, so like tomorrow or something, I'll get more into detail of like how that has come about and whatnot, if any of you guys are interested. But for now, we're just gonna do this because I know you're probably more worried about yourself than you are me, and that's all right. That's what you should be. But yeah, let's just see. Alright, Spirit. I didn't pre-shuffle, I'm sorry, but and I'm being told to tell you about how like this deck, I brought all the decks out here and then I separated them, or so I thought. And so I was counting this deck because it looked short. So I was just making sure all the cards are here. But then I only counted half of them were here. So I was like bugging a little bit. I'm like, where's the rest of the deck? And I went in my room and I looked, and then I came back and it was still at the bottom of one of the other decks. It was right here the whole time. So I'm getting the sense that like you're feeling a little lost, or you're feeling a little like split in half or cut in two. Maybe you have two different directions to go and you feel like you just don't know, but Spirit is saying that you do know, you have everything you need to make these decisions, and you don't really have to feel as lost. You're not as lost as you think. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're just not thinking right, maybe. Anyways, what was that? Yeah. Alright, Spirit, what is the message the family needs to hear? What is the message they most needs to hear today? It is what, October 2nd, 2023. Of course, if you come across this at any other point in time and you feel called to watch it, it's still relevant for you, and it just may still resonate, as my readings are timeless. And they are also general, made for a wide audience. So if something doesn't necessarily resonate with you, just leave it for somebody else. Hopefully you do get something out of it though. Let's see. What is the feeling most need to hear today, October 2nd, 2023? I mean, you're probably watching this October 3rd because I'm recording this part at like 10 o'clock. But I did good recording today, right? You saw basically the whole day from start to finish. Except I don't think dinner was in there. But dinner really wasn't anything special. I had to change course on that a little bit today. But that's all right. We had grilled cheeses and salad. Alright, so first here, chrysotile, or animals, petrified wood, or ancestors. There's some of that root chakra energy there. I am playing some throat chakra music in the background though, so some of you guys may want to focus on that. And then we have Mother Earth, and that's 2 green cards, so that's also heart chakra energy. But, ooh, spiritual awakening at the bottom. We love. So it's very much given like Kundalini rising vibes. That's 3 of the 7 chakras, so that's almost majority. Almost. It's enough, right? You're enough, you have enough. Anyways, let's see. What is the message? So these are telling me that you are definitely getting signs right now. And the 2 that most indicate that the signs are coming through came up in reverse. So you're kind of just looking right past them and you're not really paying attention to them. You may be seeing a certain animal or a lot of different animals. If you are seeing one certain animal or maybe one certain plant or something like that, you may want to look up the spiritual meaning of that animal, plant, or the spiritual significance, or you know what? I meant to say but that I think that's one of the main messages here. Please stop doubting yourself. Anyway, I don't know, I'm getting excited. I haven't really done a lot of readings lately. I've only done like one, full in-depth one in like the last 6 months. I've done like little small ones here and there, but so this is a little exciting to me. I'm getting worked up. Let's see. What is it that the collective needs to hear most right now? Ooh. That just flew out, the 3 of Cups. And I was just hearing, I'm not even lying, I was just hearing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So that might be just like, confirmation. You may be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you're dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios. Or the Scorpio season coming up may be very significant to you. Let's just see what, The message wants to come out now. It's very disorganized though. Let's see. All right. You saw that? It wants to come out. 1. That's too many. We'll just take them off the top though. Let's see. We got the 6 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, sorry, the King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the 3 of Swords. Oh No, family. Are you feeling sad? Are you guys are, somebody out there is definitely feeling sad or lost, left out, heartbroken, a little depressy maybe. Oh, and you get the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Let me finish pulling the cards and then we'll see what we see, okay? What are the last messages that the collective most needs to hear right now? Communication is key. Meditate and contemplate. And then look at the bigger picture. All right. And then at the bottom of this deck, we have nothing is yet set in stone. So it's quite literally your call, guys. Like, you have to make the decision, but you need a little more information on the situation, a little more guidance, which you are fully getting. You're fully getting. But if you can see here in this Five of Pentacles card, she is turned away from the mirror. First of all, she's in like a dark setting, and then the bright, excuse my nails, don't care, but please do excuse them, don't judge me. You can see that she has smashed the window. I feel like, and she feels like that positivity and that beautiful outcome is like too far past her, so she's just ignoring it. And that might be what you're doing. You're just like turning the other way and completely ignoring like all the beauty, all the signs, all the symbols. And you're just not seeing things right. We have look at the bigger picture here, and we have the Hangman, and those are both about perception. And the look at the bigger picture is Sagittarius card, and Sagittarius is all about like breaking free, rebellion, like revolutionary type of energy. Oh, I did forget to mention, I am also, if you notice here, there are all the colors here. There is not more of one color except maybe blue. There's a lot of blue I see in the back, and the blue is throat chakra. And then we do also have communication is key, and communication is correlated to your throat chakra. So I'm feeling though, for a lot of you, it's the way that you're communicating with yourself, the things that you're telling yourself, like maybe you feel like you can't do it. I hope you don't feel like you can't do it anymore, but you feel like you don't have enough, or you're talking down on yourself, or like maybe you are acting like you're not good enough for whatever it is you want, but that's obviously not the case. That's literally never the case, okay? Never the case. Don't forget it. But your ancestors are for surely trying to get a message through to you. And it is time for a spiritual awakening. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, that means learning about the chakra system and getting to know yourself, doing a lot of shadow work, getting to know yourself a lot deeper on a spiritual level. And that is what's going to help clear up the visions. Let's see. The first card here in the spread, in the tarot spread, is the Six of Wands, which is a victory card. You know, you're coming out on top. Look how content this little fairy looks. She has all her staffs there, all her wands. And two, if you want to take notice of the tower in the back, the tower didn't come up, which is good, but I'm feeling like there's a little bit of that energy. Maybe you just got over a tower moment, or you've dealt with something that like your world came crashing down, or something very unexpected, out of your control happened, and it just got you feeling like desperate is the word that came to mind. You know, maybe desperate for some peace and some sanity, and just like you are desperate for a positive outlook on life. Please notice how the light just shone. This light has been giving me trouble. I forgot I even turned it on, and that I didn't turn it back off. It's just like, I think it's the lamp. It's an old lamp, so it does what it wants, I guess. I don't know. But that was definitely a sign. That was a sign. You guys may even be seeing flickering lights or something. And if you see that, I would say don't just automatically assume it's like a negative spirit or a negative sign, okay? There is a message trying to get through to you. And you have to kind of open your mind a little bit, expand your horizons a little bit, be more receptive to it. Let's see. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, which means, you know, the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. The wheel is turning in your favor. It is time to be a little more positive. That is clarified by the Hangman, which is, like I said, about finding a new perspective on life. So if you find yourself just, you know, down in the dumps all the time, it is really up to you to change that. And that is gonna be the first step into moving and progression. You know, no more talking negatively about yourself or to yourself, which can be really hard. And honestly, it can be as little. I used to do this a lot. Like, if something a minor inconvenience would happen, I would just like jokingly be like, fuck this, fuck that, you know, what the, you know, just and then it'd be over it 2 seconds later, but it'd be like, goddamn bitch, or something like that. Excuse my language, guys, but that's what I would do. And even that makes a world of difference. Like, if something minor happens, you kind of just have to let it. Don't even give it a reaction, okay? Or if you do give it a reaction, just be like, all right, you know, do a quick breath, or say like, the universe is always working in my favor. There's a good one, there's my favorite one. The universe or life or God, whichever one you prefer, is always working in my favor. You know, it was always working out for me. Everything is happening in your best interest, if you can perceive it that way. Because remember, you're creating your own reality. So if y'all acting like, oh my God, the world's against me, then guess what? That's what you're calling in. You're calling in more and more things to be against you. Let's see. I am getting, for a certain few of you, there is a new beginning with somebody you had like a broken heart over, or maybe had a tough time. We have the Fool is clarified by the Three of Swords. And if it's not somebody, it could just be like a circumstance, a set of circumstance. Like if you had a heartbreak, It doesn't have to be a new beginning with that same person. It could be a new beginning with somebody else, or just or a new job if you lost your old job and all that, because we do have the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. You may be starting anew on a different path at a different job or something like that. That may be coming your way. I do see that you are on a path to being more emotionally stable, like the King of Cups here. The King of Cups in his most positive attributes are, you know, a nice emotionally mature man, but as you can tell in this picture, in his most negative attributes, he can be, you know, irrational, just like, you know, don't know how to handle his emotions. Imagine a dragon, if it were to get upset, it could fucking burn the whole city down. Excuse my language. Let's see. It's funny though, because not a lot of animals came out in the reading, which is, so maybe you're seeing a lot of dragons or like fairies. Maybe your signs are something more like that. Let's see. What else? I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is usually somebody who's he's taking his time, he's on a journey, but he's like, you know, on the journey, but he's stopping to look at everything. He's taking note of all things. He's interested. He's taking his time, really. But this is upside down, so you may be being a little impatient with it. Like I said, you're just skipping over details that you really should be paying attention to, and you're just not. I feel like a big message here is take your time, move slowly. Like, you know, there is not already a bad outcome determined for you. It's not yet determined. You are determining it by what you do in this moment. And if you choose, we have meditate and contemplate, 2 cards of meditation here. Like I said, a nice spiritual. Even if you don't want to get into the chakras just yet, you could try meditation. I like to say, and I stand by when I say it, meditation is a necessity when it comes to healing. You're not gonna go too far without meditating. And that's just that, because if you think about it, really, what is it that you have to do to stay alive? Breathe, right? And that's what meditating is, focusing on your breathing and, you know, bringing it back to like your most basic instincts and making sure that you're doing that well. And it helps you like reset your brain. You're already programmed and wired to think how you've been thinking up to this point. And the way it seems is you haven't been thinking that wonderfully. So you want to readjust that. You want to change that. The Fool calls, yeah, shut that negativity out. The Fool calls for you to have a little faith and just take the leap of faith. It's kind of weird because, well, I guess not weird. You can see this guy, he's sitting down. All right, so this can either be seen, in my opinion anyways, like he's sitting down, he's hesitant to take that leap of faith, or he has already taken the leap and he's mid-air. He's still a little leery, but he's taking the leap and he's all in the fetal position mid-air. But yeah, it's literally 0. The first step before the first step is having faith and having hope and having just a positive outlook on your life, which you're not quite having because it is clarified by the 3 of Swords here, which is typically always depicted the same way, with a broken heart. Somebody has maybe stabbed you in the heart, but the overall message of the Three of Swords is to feel your emotions, go through the paces, you know, get in tune with it. You can cry if you need to. In fact, you should cry if you need to. Everybody needs to cry. Again, what's one of the most basic things that you need in life? Water. But anyways, what else we need to know? Let's see. We have Sagittarius, Gemini, and Pisces coming up. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, just slightly. Like I already said that there's 2 cards for the mutable signs. A little bit of fire. Oh, actually there's 2 pentacle cards here, so that, and these cards also are very much earth signs. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorns, you could be, or you may be dealing with. Did I say fire signs? What is the Hanged Man? I can't think of what the Hangman energy is right now. I want to say like an air sign because it's about your thoughts, you know, but I'm not really sure. I'd have to get into that. Anyway, is it really that important right now? But yeah, guys, this can be a major turning point if you let it, because there are 3 of the 8 cards, which is almost half, again, are major arcana cards. And again, I don't know, I just have to, there's a spiritual awakening here. You may be trying to just avoid this spiritual part of life and, you know, maybe look at life from a more logical. So my storage is filling up, but I was called to get one more card, and it came out the Call of the Muse. This is kind of adding to the fact that there are sources out there trying to inspire you to create something different. There's a muse. It's time to like get outside of yourself and listen to the things around you, the world around you, in order to change pace a little bit. You are co-creating with the universe. So start doing that. Start conspiring with, you know, Mother Nature and the animals, and as woo-woo as that sounds, that's what we do around here. You know what I mean? That's how we live. That's how we grow. That's how we ascend. So yeah, my family, thank you for stopping by. I'm so glad to see you again. I can't wait to see you. Thank you for stopping by. It was such a pleasure to see you again. Come back anytime. I'll be around. Thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you soon. Love you lots, guys. Have a good night, a good day, a good afternoon.